listening to the Agent Survival Guide podcast, a podcast for today's insurance agents. Informing, educating, empowering, improving the way you do business in an industry that's anything but static.
In today's episode, we're back with more real-world experiences, plus how to help your clients through them. 5 more real-life Medicare sales scenarios and how to handle them, written by Roxanne Anderson. If you're just getting started in Medicare sales or want to bring your A game this AEP, then we have more Medicare sales scenarios to help you earn more helping others. Recently, we published an episode with 5 Medicare sales scenarios. If you haven't listened, be sure to check it out. Today, we're back with more real-life scenarios from out on the field. We know your time is valuable, especially this time of year. So let's get to it. Number 1. New Medicare agent wants to be prepared for AEP. The scenario. This fall will be my first time selling during the annual enrollment period. I want to be as prepared as possible to make it a good, profitable sales season. What should I do? Here's how to proceed. First of all, congrats on your first AEP. Luckily, we have several podcast episodes and Ritter blog posts related to Medicare sales and AEP preparation. Also, Ritter Insurance Marketing, the field marketing organization that powers this podcast, specializes in the senior health insurance market. If you want more tips, top contracts, or carrier-specific information, you can always reach out to your Ritter representative. Now, how can you best prepare for AEP? First, we recommend checking out How to Prepare for AEP Like a Pro and the Survivor's AEP Checklist posts on the Ritter blog. Together, they'll give you a nice overview of everything you need to do before October 15th. Including the certification and training requirements you need to complete. After you're contracted with carriers, you'll want to take the necessary steps to ensure you'll be able to get your Medicare enrollment kits on time. You may also want to freshen up on the rules for hosting a Medicare sales event, the rules for hosting a Medicare educational event, and Medicare compliance do's and don'ts. You can find the links to those pages and other resources in the episode notes. Number 2. Your T65 client on disability has Medicare Part A and needs Part B. The scenario. I recently met with a client who's been on disability and receiving payments for several years. He declined Medicare Part B when it first became available to him, but he took Part A. He's turning 65 soon and would like to enroll in Part B. Will he be automatically enrolled in Part B when he turns 65, or does he get a special enrollment period, SEP, to enroll in it? How to proceed. Good news, your client should automatically be enrolled in Medicare Part B when he turns 65. Even better, he shouldn't have to pay a late enrollment fee for delaying this coverage. If your client is eligible for Medicare due to a disability and is dropping job-based insurance that paid before Medicare, he may get an SEP that lasts up to 8 months to enroll in Part B. Otherwise, he'll likely have to wait for the general enrollment period to enroll in Part B and may face a penalty. Number 3. Helping clients with VA benefits, TRICARE, or COBRA. The scenario. I'm slightly nervous about going to a Medicare sales appointment, only to have a client tell me they have VA benefits, TRICARE, or COBRA coverage. What should I do if I find myself in this situation? How to proceed. You don't have to be nervous. We're right here to help. Did you know that 2 is better than 1 when it comes to having VA benefits and Medicare? When veterans with VA benefits pair them with a Medicare plan, They should have more flexibility and options in where they receive care and how it's paid for. The same may also be true for people with TRICARE and COBRA, though this varies from situation to situation. When helping clients, take a really good look at what their current coverage covers and consider if it would be advantageous for them to enroll in some form of Medicare. If you have specific questions that you can't find the answers to on your own, you can always check with your carrier reps or even the government agencies that administer these benefits for additional assistance. Number 4, your client's contact info is out of date. The scenario: I want to follow up with a longtime client of mine, but I think they moved and changed their phone number. Is there any way I can find out their new contact info? How to proceed? Unfortunately, we're sorry to say there's not too much you can do. You can try to send a letter to the old address and see if it gets forwarded to their new one. Additionally, you can find out if the carrier can provide you with their contact info, but they aren't obligated to do so, even if you are the agent of record. You may just have to wait for that client to contact you. In the future, try to make sure you record as much contact information as you can for a client, including an email address. Email addresses are valuable to collect for many reasons, such as providing another way to connect with clients and cutting down on the amount of paper you use and its associated costs. Plus, they're portable. If a client moves to a new physical address, they'll likely still use the same email address. Number 5, selling other products to your Medicare clients. The scenario: I'm also contracted to sell other insurance products, including ancillary, long-term care, and life insurance policies. How can I best go about cross-selling these plans to my Medicare clients? How to proceed? We're happy to hear you're already contracted with ancillary, long-term care, and life insurance products, and thinking about maximizing your Medicare book of business. Though they can be sold year-round, the best time to cross-sell plans like these to your Medicare clients is after AEP, at follow-up appointments. During AEP, you can schedule follow-up appointments with clients. For clients who don't wish to schedule one at that time, try giving them a call a few months later to check in and see how they like their plan. Then ask if you can help them with any other coverage needs, like ancillary, life, final expense, or a different type of product you're contracted to sell. You can also mail your client letters or mailers about the additional types of plans available to them that may help lower their out-of-pocket costs and cover what Medicare doesn't cover. Let clients know you do more than Medicare. We've said it before and we'll say it again. Medicare sales aren't always going to be easy, but we believe in you, your common sense, your street smarts, and your problem-solving abilities. If you have any questions about selling Medicare, or are in the middle of trying to figure out a tough case, ask us for a free second opinion. Simply call our ASG podcast hotline at 717-562-7211. Email us at asgpodcast@ritterim.com or reach out to your Ritter representative for help. We'd be happy to point you in the right direction. You can find our contact information along with all the resources we mentioned in the notes. Good luck out there, and thank you for listening. We will see you next episode. The Agent Survival Guide podcast is a production of Ritter Insurance Marketing, an integrity company. This episode was written by Roxanne Anderson, script proofing by Sarah Rupel, recording and production by me, Tina Lamoureux, podcast design by Urban Rivera. Follow along with our show wherever you like to listen.